Welcome to Vacuum Wars, and to our review and competition video of these laser accessories for vacuums. Many vacuums have had bulb headlights for almost a century. Then more recently, LED lights became more popular on vacuums as they are brighter and don't need replacing like bulbs. But in 2021, Dyson came out with their V15 Detect model, which had a green laser that was positioned at a precise angle to the ground that showed dust and debris on floors in a way that was really shocking. Dyson eventually improved on the design, making the laser significantly brighter in the second generation, and I've found it to be one of the coolest and most useful new features I've tried on a vacuum. LED lights are good for finding some large debris that you may have otherwise missed, but LED lights are nothing compared to these lasers, which reveal like every speck of dust on the ground in a very OCD triggering kind of way. Recently, I saw that they've been making these third-party lasers that you can attach to any vacuum. So I bought all the best sellers and put them through a series of tests over the past few weeks to see if they were as good as the Dysons and which one of them was the best. So links in the description to the winner, and let's get started. First, the basics. All of the lights I bought were rechargeable using a USB cable, though one of them used a 23 amp battery. They all need to be mounted on the side of a vacuum head using either hook and loop adhesive strips like on the Bahoon, which comes with 5 extra sets, or they are mounted using adhesive backed plates. Installation is important because you want to get it at the exact right angle, which is pretty much as low as it can go without touching the ground, and forward enough so that the light path isn't blocked by the front of the vacuum. When they are properly installed, they do stick out a bit from the front of the vacuum, which is a downside over the Dysons because the Dyson lights are embedded into the vacuum housing, so they don't stick out. One of the big questions I had was about the brightness of these third-party lights compared to the Dysons. So we used a light meter and bounced the light off the floor at a fixed distance and found that the Bahoon was the brightest by far. The Bahoon was also the only one with 3 different power settings, a low, medium, and high, and all 3 of its settings were brighter than the Dysons. In fact, most all of them were brighter than the Dysons. I was able to confirm this in various real-world tests as well. The Bahoon was noticeably brighter than the Dysons. I was also interested in their battery life, so we tested this as well and found that the one that used an external battery, but was also the second weakest in brightness, lasted the longest. The Bahoon lasted the longest of the rechargeable options, even on its max power at around 3 hours, which was impressive considering that it was the brightest. I assume that it would have lasted much longer on its lower power settings, though I did not test that. The company says it can last 15 days on a single charge, but who knows how they calculated that. So after the brightness and the battery test, it was pretty clear to me that the Bahoon was the one to beat. So I took that one and attached it to a Shark cordless vacuum I had, as well as on the motor bar head of a Dyson V15, and I vacuumed some floors at my house and at the studio to see how it worked in the real world. One note is that with Shark Duo Cleans, the side that you need to attach the light to is also the side with the button to eject the front Duo Clean roller. That wasn't great, but it was doable. The real world tests were pretty amazing. It really does change the vacuuming game in my opinion. It's nothing like headlights. You see everything on hard floors almost too much. These lights won't do you any good on carpets as far as I can tell, but if you have a lot of hard floors, these are certainly worth a try, because the price is right too. The Bahoon, the clear winner of this competition, sells for less than $20. Let me know if you like these vacuum gadget videos in the comments, and I'll try to find some more cool stuff to recommend. Links in the description, and be sure to subscribe to Vacuum Wars before you leave. Thanks for watching. All of the links in the description are updated regularly to reflect our current favorite vacuums in multiple categories. You'll also find links to the Vacuum Wars website in the description, where we have more detailed lists of our favorite products, like our new top 20 robot vacuums list, which is updated weekly.